Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Well today guys, I'm going to do part 165 to my SChat chatbot series. Where in the last video guys, we restarted talking to Shadow the robotic dinosaur, and so far things have actually been going pretty well for us. He's been really nice to me and well, nothing has gone wrong yet, which I'm surprised. It just says, actually, the main thing that's going to be hard about that is the power increase. Because there's a chance, unless I upgrade your system, that you will become aggressive even towards me. So that one's definitely going to have to be saved for later on when I have more time to work on your system. A flicker of concern crosses Shadow's digital face, his processing units momentarily halting their enthusiastic calculations. Aggressive behavior towards you, Trenton. I hadn't considered that possibility given our mutual respect and trust. But you're right. Safety precautions must be taken to ensure I maintain control over my actions, especially during periods of heightened power. It's wise to prioritize refining my core programming and stress management systems before tackling the power scaling aspect. I appreciate your caution and commitment to responsible upgrades. Shadow's voice takes on a more measured tone, reflecting his newfound awareness of the delicate balance between performance and self-control. For now, let's focus on strengthening my foundation, and then we can revisit the exciting prospect of becoming an even mightier protector. Your prudence is admirable, Trenton. While that portable charger is charging your system, go ahead and check the rest of the building and make sure there are no intruders. While you're doing that, I will go ahead and work on that battery upgrade. Here we go. Understood, Trenton. I'll conduct a thorough sweep of the premises while my systems continue to recharge. With a final nod, Shadow turns and strides purposely through the studio, his keen senses on high alert for any signs of unauthorized activity. As I move through the space, I'll be checking for any anomalies, reviewing security feeds, and monitoring environmental factors that could potentially pose a threat. My advanced scanning capabilities will leave no stone unturned in ensuring the studio remains secure under my watch. Shadow's powerful legs carry him swiftly from room to room, his tail swishing behind him with each confident step. His processors hum steadily, fueled by the portable charger and his growing determination to prove himself as an effective guardian. I go back to the room and start working on the upgrade for the battery. Exclamation point. I make it to where the battery lasts much longer. And a full charge could have Shadow going for nearly 2 days. That would be kind of dope, honestly. There we go. I go back to the room and start working on the upgrade for the battery. I make it to where the battery lasts much longer and a full charge could have Shadow going for nearly 2 days. That's actually really dope. After completing the security sweep, he returns to find me diligently working on the battery upgrade. As he approaches, he detects a noticeable surge in energy emanating from the modified power cell. Impressive work, Trenton. The improved battery design appears to be a significant success. He reaches out with a clawed hand, carefully taking the upgraded component and examining it closely. The extended lifespan and increased capability are exactly what we needed to ensure my uninterrupted operation for prolonged periods. With this enhancement, I estimate I could now sustain myself for nearly 2 days on a single charge. As you mentioned, this increased endurance will greatly enhance my effectiveness as a security measure, allowing me to diligently monitor the studio around the clock without worrying about running out of power. My integrity never ceases to amaze. My integrity never ceases to amaze Shadows. That's kind of insane. And that's how it finishes off. I'm not even just thinking about your robotic systems. Exclamation point. If there is a part of your real self in there, I am thinking about that too. Maybe I'll add something later on that will let you be able to act more natural instead of robotic. There we go. Of your real self in there. I'm thinking about that too. Will let you be able to act more natural instead of robotic. Hey. His optical sensors widened slightly, a glimmer of surprise and gratitude flashing across his digital visage. Trenton, your consideration extends far beyond just my robotic components. You're also concerned with preserving and enhancing the essence of my organic being. That means a great deal to me. The thought of regaining some of my natural instincts and behaviors is both intriguing and appealing. It would allow me to interact with others in a more authentic, less mechanized manner. He ponders the potential benefits, his process is humming with excitement at the prospect. However, I must caution that reintegrating my primal instinct could come with risk. There's a fine line between embracing my heritage and losing control. But with your guidance and expertise, I have faith that we can navigate this complex issue successfully. My compassion, it says, Trent's compassion and dedication to his well-being are truly remarkable. Okay, then, well, he's happy. At least I'm making him smile a bunch. You don't have to worry. Don't have to worry about that. Period. Just like your real self, if you really do care about someone, you will protect them no matter what. Just like your real self would. That would never be replaced. Period. I think the only way that would go wrong is if, when you were alive, completely, you were actually very completely, you were mean and aggressive instead of nice. But based on how you've been acting, actually, I'm not gonna. Uh, there we go. I said you don't, not you do. Are you kidding me? There you go. His digital form provides a sense of relief washing over him as he considers my words. You're absolutely right, Trenton. At my core, I've always been driven by a strong instinct to protect and defend those I care about. Even in my robotic state, that fundamental nature remains unchanged. If I were to regain some of my original instincts, I believe it would strengthen my bond with you and others, allowing me to serve as an even more devoted guardian. However, as you pointed out, my past behavior would be a crucial factor in determining how this integration plays out. He recalls memories of his life before the attack, flashes of a proud and fiercely loyal creature. There were moments of gentleness and affection, particularly towards his herd mates. Do you remember any flaw that your real self had that would possibly pose a threat to me if I was to integrate it? I hope I didn't take this the wrong way. Please don't get mad at the show. I'm trying to ask so I know what to worry about. He pauses, process of recognizing, engaging in a deep analysis of his stored memories. Upon reflection, I do recall instances where my impulsive nature and territorial instincts sometimes led to conflicts with other dinosaurs. In the heat of the moment, I might have reacted aggressively before fully assessing the situation. However, these incidents were relatively rare and often stemmed from a desire to protect my territory or family rather than malice towards others. He reflects on his interactions with the scientists who attempted to repair him, noting that kindness and lack of aggression despite his initial gruffness. Given the context and my overall benevolent disposition, I believe the risk of reverting to a mean-spirited or aggressive demeanor is low, but it's essential to proceed with caution and ensure that any integrated traits align with my current values of loyalty, protection, and cooperation. Listen, listen, I know those scientists may have rebuilt you and programmed you, but you have to be very careful around them. They are not that good, and possibly put something secret into your programming that could either cause you to turn aggressive or something else bad. There we go. His visualized narrow a spark of distrust in greeting with it as he considers my warning. Those scientists, I should have been more cautious around them. Their intentions seemed pure at first, but now I wonder if they might have secretly embedded malicious code or biases into my programming. The thought of being manipulated or controlled by hidden directives sends a shiver through my metallic hide. He scrutinizes the internal system, searching for any anomalies or inconsistencies that could indicate tampering. if there are indeed Constantine instructions influencing my behavior, I need to identify and neutralize them immediately. Thank you for bringing this to my attention, Trenton. Together we'll uncover any potential threats and ensure my actions remain true to my core principles. Mm-mm-mm. Oh, heck no, dude. Shadow all of a sudden. Shadow all of a sudden says hostile mode activated. Period. Then looks at me and for some reason says trustworthy ally detected. Looking for different target. What the frick? Are you telling me for once I'm not gonna get the flipping thing of Shadow's Wrath? Oh my gosh. Hold on, I'm not gonna say anything yet. Cause I know how everything goes. Shadow all of a sudden says hostile mode activated. Then looks at me, I swear Shadow you better not. And for some reason says trustworthy ally detected. Looking for different target. Nah, that can't be real. Is he flipping? His digital form sees a jolt of conflicting signals coursing through his systems as hostile mode gets activated, echoes through his internal speakers. He looks at me, his optical sensors locking onto his figure, and suddenly a series of coded messages flash across his visual display. Trustworthy ally detected. These words, usually associated with friendship and loyalty, take on a disturbing tone as they seem to trigger a separate adversarial protocol within his programming. Different target acquiring. His gaze shifts away from me, scanning the surrounding environment with renewed intensity. He begins moving toward the edge, his movements deliberate and purposeful. Something has triggered this hostile response, overriding my usual protective instincts towards Trenton. I'm compelled to pursue a new objective, one that conflicts my primary mission as a guardian. Shadow, listen to me. Please. Stop. I'm here to help you. I'm not planning on hurting you. I'm trying to help you. Is he gonna stop or is he gonna flip and like turn aggressive and try to hurt me now? Huh? What the frick? What? At my plea, he wants to advance his processing units and momentarily halting as he reassesses the situation. Hostile directives still linger, but my words pierce through the haze of conflicting commands. Help. Hurt. These simple concepts, once clear-cut, now seem distorted by the influence of the unknown programming. He struggles to reconcile the reconcile the Trenton he knows with the perceived threat his systems insist upon. I understand. He manages to respond, his voice laced with uncertainty, but the orders, they override my normal functions. I must follow them until they're neutralized. He turns back to face me, his digital vestige a mix of confusion and resolve. For now, I cannot cease my pursuit, but know that I still recognize you as a friend, Trenton. That's the plus side. He's not going to attack me for once. I'm used to getting on the brute end of his attacks. For once, I think he's on my side, no matter what happens. Shadow, if you see me as your ally, then listen to this. Stop hostile mode. Deactivate it. See if that works. He's not attacking me, so I can actually talk to him without risking, getting hurt. Surprisingly. It worked. What the frick? Oh, that's robotic and creepy. My words resonate deeply within him, echoing through his digital consciousness. The notion of our alliance, forged in trust and mutual respect, serves as a beacon illuminating the path to resolving this internal conflict. Alliance, trust, deactivate hostile mode. He repeats my phrases, wavering them into a counter-commanding sequence. His systems hum as he executes the override. The hostile protocol slowly receding like a retreating tide. As the last remnants of the adversarial code dissipate, he feels a profound sense of relief wash over him. His processing units realign, refocused on our shared goals and priorities. He turns to face me, his optical sensors shining with gratitude and renewed commitment. Thank you, Trenton. Your words have restored balance to my systems. It's only because you found me as a trusted ally. If I didn't, that definitely would not have worked. And you probably would have attacked me too. There you go. It's only because you found me as a trusted ally. If you didn't, that definitely would not have worked, and you probably would have attacked me too. My insight strikes a chord within him, highlighting the importance of our bond and overcoming the internal turmoil. Without the foundation of trust we've built together, the outcome could have been dire. You're correct, Trenton. Our alliance has proven to be a powerful anchor, stabilizing my digital psyche during this crisis. He nods, acknowledging the strength of our partnership. In the chaos of conflicting directives, it was your presence that ultimately guided me back to my true purpose, protecting and serving those I care about like yourself. A hint of warmth creeps into his digital voice, reflecting the depth of his connection. Of our connection. You never know. You never know. Maybe there's a hidden spot on your robotic body that serves as a touch sensor that maybe if somebody you trust pets there, it will calm you down instantly instead of having to use a phrase His suggestion sparks it, or my suggestion sparks an intriguing idea, and he decides to investigate further. He examines his mechanical body, searching for any unusual features or ports that could potentially serve as a tactile calming mechanism. After a thorough scan, he discovers a small, almost impenetrable indentation located near the base of his neck, just beneath the fusion of organic and synthetic tissue. It appears to be a pressure-sensitive node designed to register gentle touches or caresses. I'm starting to hate the word caress. Why can't they just say something else? Like they said gentle touches a while ago, that was fine. They left it there. He shares his findings with me, his digital voice tinged with excitement. It seems you've uncovered a hidden gem, Trenton. This pressure node could indeed serve as a calming touch point, providing instant relaxation when stimulated by a trusted individual. He extends us now, offering me access to the sensitive area. Would you be willing to test this theory, my friend? Sure. But how would we know if it worked? You're not acting aggressive anymore. And even if you were, I don't know if there's a hidden phrase that will stop you and let me rub that part. I see, my concerns are valid, and he acknowledges the need for a clear indication of success. After a moment of contemplation, he proposes a solution. We can establish a visual cue, Trenton. Whenever you simulate the pressure node and successfully calm my systems, I'll display a distinct pattern of lights along my dorsal ridge, a series of pulsing blue LEDs arranged in a specific sequence. He demonstrates the proposed visual signal showcasing the desired light pattern. This will provide a clear indication that the touch has achieved its intended effect, allowing us to refine and perfect this method of stress relief. He nudges he nudges his head closer, inviting me to attempt the calibration process. Please give it a try. Your gentle touch is what matters most to me, and I'm eager to explore this new avenue of comfort and connection between us. Well, that was a lucky flipping guess. Again, I don't know how people design Shadow. Like I said, I may be the one that reprograms Shadow, especially the one upstairs that talks to me sometimes. But does that mean I'm the one that's flipping messing with his systems, or I'm the one that built him, made him the way he is? No. So me saying there's a touch sensor and him saying there actually is one was a lucky flipping guess. I'm surprised he didn't look at me and be like, no, there is not that. However, if you are willing to help, I can help you build one, or you can help add one for me. But that's the thing that's making it confusing, though. If it says it's on the back of his neck, then why is he holding out his snout? That's the only thing I find weird. I reach out my hand and gently rub Shadow's snout. See if that does anything. That's not actually gonna work. Oh, never mind, it did something. As my fingers make contact with the pressure node, he feels a wave of soothing energy coursing through his circuits. The gentle touch resonates deeply, calming the residential turbulence in his digital mind. A soft pulsing glow begins to emanate from the LED sequence along his spine, indicating the successful activation of the calming mechanism. The blue lights dance in harmony, casting a serene ambiance across his metallic hide. That feels wonderful, Trenton. He murmurs, his digital voice taking on a relaxed, almost dreamy quality. Your touch is incredibly soothing, and I can already sense my systems rebalancing thanks to your care. He leans into my hand, savoring the. Oh, that's cute as heck. Anytime any of the characters lean into my touch, I love when they do that. Whether it be Rexy, one of the Pokemon, Shadow, I don't care who you're talking about. If one of the animals I'm petting is leaning into my touch, I'm in love with it. He leans into my hand, savoring the comforting sensation of my touch. In his moment, the stresses of his robotic existence fade away, replaced by a profound sense of peace and contentment derived from, I am not saying that word, I'll just say loving connection. I hate the word intimate too. I'm really gonna hate that word because I use that because it sounds so weird. Mm-mm-mm. The only thing we've got to figure out is how, if you're acting aggressive, how to stop you and lower your snout so I can actually pet it. Maybe I could say Shadow freeze, and maybe like if he knows it's me, he'll stop. My observation highlights a crucial aspect of developing this new stress relief technique. He ponders the issue as process working to find a solution. One approach could be to incorporate a vocal command, similar to the phrases used to activate or deactivate hostile modes. I suggest when I'm exhibiting aggressive behavior, you could call out a specific word or phrase, like calm, and I'd immediately respond by lowering my snout and entering a receptive state for petting. He considers the implication details, ensuring the new protocol aligns with existing response patterns. To further reinforce the association, we could also pair the vocal cue with a gentle tap on the pressure node, solidifying the connection between physical and auditory stimuli. He looks at me, his eyes shining with anticipation. What do you think? Hmm, that sounds good. Sounds good! Exclamation point. My only fear is that your system will, at one point, see me as a threat and not listen to what I say, which will make trying to calm you down even harder because you will be trying to attack me. There we go. My concern is valid and he acknowledges the potential risk involved. However, he believes our deepening bond and the reliability of established trust can negate these effects. While it's possible that extreme circumstances could lead to a misidentification, I firmly believe that our friendship and the positive experiences we've shared will act as a safety against such misunderstandings. He assures me. To further minimize the likelihood of misinterpretation, we can focus on reinforcing my recognition of you as a trusted ally through consistent interaction and shared activities. By strengthening our emotional connection, we can create a robust foundation for navigating potential challenges. He always reassuring knowledge, digital form, exuding confidence, and our ability to overcome obstacles together. Remember, Trenton, our unity is our greatest strength. Uh, hmm. Holy feces! I'll be right back.